Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Buildmonger, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Bounds. So I recorded another episode, but I decided I just didn't do enough stuff in it to really warrant it being released. And, essentially, I remember there was a quest book, which is a thing that I should have remembered first episode, but whatever, I completed all the quests that I was able to complete at the time. However, yeah, so that's all that. But the other thing I did was I collected a bit of iron and I used it to essentially make a chest. And the next thing we gotta do is, long story short, we gotta get some Ironberry processing up because, well, it's kind of important. And for a crushing tub, you actually only need 2 iron ingots. And this is going to drive me crazy. Let me make another crafting table and put that into my little humble abode here. Ooh, lag spike. Regardless, that is going to be plan 1 for this episode. The other plan is that we are going to be making a little bit of a start on a pathway design for this area, because there will be other buildings, and I want to be able to have a pathway that looks good. So we got more, we got enough iron. I don't think we have enough wood. Yeah, so we're going to need a little bit of that, and essentially we're going to need to make a few slabs, like so. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, and keep that one off. Boom, boom, boom. Except we need to reverse the slabs and the full blocks, so we do this and this, and we got our first crushing tub. And we're also gonna need a bucket. And wait, is there a clay bucket? Oh, this is what the iron problem is. Thankfully, you only need a full iron ingot and 4 iron nuggets, which should be doable, but it's a tad bit annoying. And we can stick a few more planks in here. I don't want to use our coal for it just yet, because I'm sort of saving that stuff. You only get 1 torch, but I would prefer to use it for like furnacing stuff, so that's a thing. Now, keep in mind, we actually don't really need to get all this wood right off the bat. I mean, we don't have very much axe durability, so what we need to do is we need to just get the leaves to decay, and that's sort of it. We are going to clean up UFO trees and tree stumps, but right now the important stuff is to take care of these leaves and get iron berries out of it. So that is sort of a thing. That's not the last one. Okay, so I'm going to need to get a few, but leaves are already decaying and giving us iron berries, which is really nice, because we're going to need a lot of these. The other thing is that, yeah, we're going to need a bit more iron, I think. We're going to need... Okay, so that's our first iron ingot. We actually have exactly enough, but I guess I'm popping this in. I assume fuel doesn't last as long as it does before. That seems to be my assumption. Maybe like half the time it usually does, because that wood would have gotten us through. Or maybe it's just like wood's been nerfed, but we can get ourselves our first iron ingot, which gives us an advancement. I don't know if that completes a quest or not. I don't think it does, because, I mean, we got this, which gives us another ironwood sapling, which is much appreciated. But what we really need is the ironberry stuff. Bucket is a lot less iron, happily. And then we can put our crushing tub down here. I don't know how many ironberries we have. We have 3. If I recall from Undiscovered, I think that it only takes 4 to fill up a full bucket. There we are. So let's see, what else do we need? Oh, we need 8 iron berries, and we only had 6. Oh well, if that isn't poetic justice. I just turned all my iron berries into stuff. So I guess we're gonna need to chop down another ironwood tree that's already grown. I guess we are. And that should definitely give us 8 iron berries. I mean, if not, that tree has some explaining to do, but that'll complete the quest that we need. We can claim the reward to get a whopping 40 Ironberries total. Beautiful, beautiful, just beautiful. So I'm gonna need to start rationing these out, just like so. And we have another bucket. And another one. And yeah, so I'm gonna keep these on me. Let me get a bit more stuff done with this iron, guys, and I'll come back to you, alright? Okay, Bounds, what the heck? Alright, so, let me say, this is a decorative item. That's entirely what it is. It's a decorative item, and it usually just requires a crafting bench in vanilla Minecraft, but here it requires a stoked cauldron. Now, keep in mind, this is not your normal cauldron recipes. You can just put fire below a cauldron and it'll work. You need to stoke the fire, which usually means that, well, you have a lot of work to do, because a stoked cauldron requires a bellows underneath, and that requires the nether, and it requires a sawmill, and it requires almost every part of Better with mods. And, you know, like, I don't know, it doesn't seem fair. I was gonna use this green stained clay for our pathway, but doesn't look like we'll be doing that. Now, is concrete powder crafted the same way? Because that's the next thing I might want to try. Let me see. It's not gonna be. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so you can craft green concrete powder. Obviously, I don't have the brown stuff, so I can't make that for like a dirty pathway. But if we collect some gravel, which I did collect gravel, but I used it all in coarse dirt, we can probably do that. Anyway, guys, hi. So I did do a few small things with the Ironberries. I've gotten 2 iron ingots by now. I think those are going to be used in some form or another of pickaxe, which I think we'll be able to do. But other than that, I think, yeah, let me get some more resources together for the pathway, guys, and I'll come back to you. So, guys, I've gathered together a few resources to make pathways, and if you're asking me why I'm not breaking the dirt with the shovel, I tried to break the dirt with the shovel. It actually turns out that it is slower or something than breaking it by hand. Like, no, it was a stone shovel too. I feel a little bit used, you know. But I do have the shovel to make path blocks, so it's not too complete of a waste, if I do say so myself. So we're gonna start with a bit of coarse dirt, and right now it's looking kind of standard. It's looking like, you know, the normal things you see with pathways is like a ton of coarse dirt and not much other detail. But no, it's gonna be getting better. Don't worry. As we progress, you will see kind of a noticeable change in aesthetics. So we got some very basic kind of coarse dirt stuff going on, and I think that looks pretty good. So the other blocks I'm going to be using are oak bark, sandy brick, and essentially I'm going to be also trying out some green concrete powder around the edges, which I think is going to look pretty decent. So let's begin by adding some of this oak bark into the mix. I'm liking that, and then adding some sandy brick. And these 2 block formations, they both have slabs, so I think it will work out to do something like this. And then around the edges, we are going to add a little bit of green concrete powder for the littlest bit of contrast here. And I'm, of course, going to put some sandy brick like that in there. Add a little bit of green powder, and if that ain't looking great already, I don't know what is. Boom, and boom, and I think I'm going to want some more sandy brick later on in the path making. Like, there should be a sandy brick right there or something. But regardless, I think this path turned out really cool. So if you enjoyed the video, guys, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I shall see you later. Peace.